Life isn't one size fits all, and college shouldn't be either. The University of North Dakota is consistently ranked the best value in the Midwest. That means whatever you decide to study, you know it'll be worth it. A better job, less debt, and ready for whatever comes next. Because there's one thing we all have in common. We lead our own way.
Nice side B. Okay. Wait, yeah, just carry him. Put him on the pain train. Smash HP. Yeah, he just yoinked that game.
Not quite able to get anything done with that. Drive right, possibly going for double tap off the backboard! And able to get a score off the top.
Both are very low. I think they're both 1 HP. Doesn't know where they're...
Oh! Snap! TMR for the clutch!
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
Roseville will find their golden moment. Moments of the round. Roar dashes into his own demise, and Apple Valley are going to do it. They're going to be the first team to win 4 state titles.
Very close here. Very nice spot dodge going through that. And we broken him to fair. Straight in over the wide, but Flo able to get the rebound, and Egan has a 2-goal lead right. Ben is open and it is gone. They're still on some health. We'll go in, and there you go. The Pillagers will be your Evan Yell 2023 Fall State champions.
you going? Or maybe a better question is, how far do you want to go? And how fast do you want to get there? Now we're getting somewhere. So let's go. Let's go faster. Let's go further. Let's go beyond.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Fenworks official broadcast. We are into week 7 of our North Dakota Valorant League. I'm your host, Skeptor, and joining me on the desk is Brooklyn. Brooklyn, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling really great. We've got a good game going in today. We've got two teams that are both 4-2, so should be really interesting.
Definitely starting out on a positive note. Two squads 4-2. We have Jamestown coming back onto the stream. They showcased a dominant showing on Bind last week, so now we will see how they fare against the likes of West Fargo United varsity squad. They have been another very solid team as well, so I'm very interested to see how this first game is going to play out. We have all of our players in lobby ready to go. It seems like Bind is the map that we are heading to again, so could be a little bit of like a foreshadowing of what we saw last week, Brooklyn, or it could also be this other team has kind of studied and gone back and looked at how good Jamestown was the last time they played on this map, right? So it could be a little bit of like VOD review or prep work that has gone into this.
Yeah, and I mean, we've also seen West Fargo on Bind playing against Harvey a while back, so I mean, we've seen both teams on stream before. Just kind of gives both teams a bit of a heads up of what they're potentially facing game.
Yeah, so kicking this one off, both squads 4-2. Our second game of the evening will be a 4 versus 4, and both of those squads coming in at a 2-4 record. So not too bad, but not too impressive either, right? Like a win would be very impactful for both those squads today, but I don't really know how much it would increase their chances of making it to state.
Yeah, I mean, with only 8 teams going and 27 teams, it's kind of rough to try and fight your way back into the rankings, right? But there's always a chance, you know?
Yeah, for sure. You never know with what kind of technicalities or some teams just not being able to make it sometimes, right? Like anything can kind of happen. So trying to win as much as you can towards the end of the season, not a bad sign. But here we have it, folks. West Fargo United on the attacking side, Jamestown on defense. And it looks like we switched up the composition for Jamestown. This is not the comp they ran last time when we just saw them.
Jamestown with no...
Yeah, no Sentinel. They had Reverie
That's
played an
insane.
insane game on that Cypher last time we saw them. So the fact that we're seeing a completely new loadout here is quite interesting, Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's definitely a new one that we haven't seen before. I don't think we've seen any teams run no Sentinel because it's, I don't know, kind of important on the defense side of things.
Reverie gets a 2-piece on the Yoru there. Lighten up the kill feed early for the defenders. A third as well.
3.
She's on a mad one right now. 4v2 situation. Cypher quite low on HP here.
4.
Will go down. Chance for an ace here on the pistol round. Reverie will do
Ace
it.
off
Takes
the
them all
bat.
down. What a round coming out from her.
Very good for Jamestown right off the bat. I mean, we were doubting the no Sentinel, but looks like Jamestown might potentially have the deep.
A nasty start here for the IGL. The captain, the one they look to. And I mean, getting all 5 to kick off the game, you know you're going to be on for a heater, right? You just know it's going to be a good game. I mean, what's a better start? I mean, besides like everybody on your team killing one and getting the team ace flawless to start, I mean, acing on pistols, crazy work. Flash peek from Reverie does not lead to that opening elim, but didn't die either. So just kind of gets that information now for the defending side here, Brooklyn.
Which is huge.
Ooh, Super Hippo finding one is also huge. So now defenders knocked down a peg. Did tag Tejo up, but Tejo recovers that weapon for the time being, and it keeps the defenders split, which is the important part here, Brooklyn. Yoru's not sure if he should commit to B, should go over to A. They're kind of in a standstill. But attackers flooding into B.
Jamestown just holding that.
Yoru clones through.
Waiting it out to see if it's fake or not.
Yep, making sure. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing else to hold for the time being, so just locked in.
Didn't shoot it, so.
Yep. Just making sure no funny business occurred. Reverie on the swing out goes down. Dumpling doubling down on this re-entry into the site here. 3-on-2. Defender the spike defusal. Dumpling gets 3. And we just froze, so...
Did.
I mean, this round's looking good for the defenders. Rockets did just go down onto Spike. It did not end up mattering. They got the job taken care of. 2-0 now on the board here. And it's the side of Jamestown coming out firing here, Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's looking very good for Jamestown. I mean, they're playing this perfectly. They're waiting everything out, and yeah.
Feels like they're picking up right where they left off. I mean, we saw a tremendous showing last week on this map. I believe it was a 13-3 final score line. And it was against a team that had a better record than them at the current time of the game. So it's like, you know, this team seems to have their bind play locked down from what we've seen so far. Granted, we're still very early in this game. But the fact that we are seeing a completely new team roster for our agents that have been selected today kind of goes to show that these guys have a bit of a bigger bag of tricks, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, I was really nervous at the beginning with the no sentinel, but they've been holding down site perfectly with what they have, so not much to complain about.
It can still get them into trouble, though. Your point still stands, right? This is the first round that our attacking squad is going to have the rifles. We see Berserk Enjoyer here with the Vandal starting to clear up towards the hookah position. So, if the attackers were going to make it happen, it should be now. Yoru's rotating over, though. And Dumpling only with a Spectre, so something to note. Not the best of weaponry. Omen teleporting into sight here. Spike plant going down. Should be uncontested. Dumpling will find the opener. That's not bad there, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the Spectre really can just do some damage. Are they ready for the
swing out? Cypher goes unchecked. Beautiful refrag comes through from Reverie. Nice headshot through the cage.
ult.
3-on-3. Yoru's going to spot the long player. They know a couple players are towards elbow as well. Stun comes through. Safe mode in trouble. Reverie takes down Breach. And now the Tejo ultimate coming out to deny. Safe mode 1v2 here, Brooklyn. It's going to be hard. It's not going to happen. Crispy will find a 3K in the round. Both guns end up getting lost to the Spike explosion, but nonetheless, the attacking side gets their first round up on the board. So not too bad coming out from the side of West Fargo United.
Yeah, I mean, they played that post plant very good. How they held that angle on Spike rather than just leaving site to play off of Teo's ult.
Yeah, overall, I mean, that's a much-needed round to find for West Fargo, so the fact that they got it done is a good showing from them. Now let's see if they can build on that round that was just found, or if we're going to see the side of Jamestown bounce right back to what they were doing at the start of this game. Flash peek from Reverie, swinging out into the fray, will take out Berserk Enjoyer. And just like that, defending squad with a man advantage situation.
Yeah, I mean, Yoru played that perfectly with the flash out, and I mean, kind of sucks for West Fargo because they're on a gun disadvantage right now, so not much they can do with that.
Yeah, difficult spot, especially after dropping down a player early here, Brooklyn. Gonna have
for them drop Spike.
For sure. Interesting sound cue to give away. Defenders should be aware of what is heading their way now. Breach flooding through the long position. Dumpling will find one. Super Hippo gonna find one back, but Dumpling good for three. Looking for a fourth. Can't quite find it. But man, she might have done enough to win this round single-handedly. 3 kills from under hookah. That was crazy work from her, Brooklyn.
That is a nasty spot to hold because almost nobody expects it until it happens.
Yep.
And then it's...
You got that right.
It's a bit rough after that.
No time here for Kings. Yeah, she played it right. Right? Took out the players further distance, then got the ones close. They had no idea what hit them until it was too late, like you said. And I mean, Dumpling going huge. Getting 3 and almost the 4th. So, attackers might be in a little bit of trouble here as we get a look at the scoreboard as it stands. We have a full rifle buy coming out this round. But if they can't convert and get out with a decent amount of these weapons here, Brooklyn, I fear that they're not going to have as good of a buy as required for the rounds to follow. So a big impact round here coming out for the attacking side of things. If West Fargo United want to keep this thing close, they got to find success right here and now on this round.
Yeah, they have to keep those guns. Shoot a clone off the bat.
Reverie, this time baiting out like she was going to fight that long play. Goes for the flash still, but opts to teleport away. So playing some mind games now.
Because, I mean, West Fargo was probably expecting the flash out, but...
Yep. They were probably expecting the fight too. You saw multiple people that time holding there with the raise, right? They were trying to adapt to it. So Reverie switches it up again to not really let them get that extra tell or that already known knowledge of what's going to happen, right? Keeping it fresh, which is a good sign from the Yoru. You'd love to see that out of an IGL and a caller, even in simple plays like that. So we'll see. Execute coming into the B site. Dumpling, good for the first one. Shuts down the Cypher as well. Can't deliver on the third. And it leaves Reverie in a 1v3. Super Hippo, yeah, almost no HP. Good shout on that one. I could barely tell. You can see the HP bar there. Just blow on him and that Tejo's going to go down. He's got like 10 HP.
Yeah, that's...
craziness.
almost nothing. There's nothing there. It looks full.
Yeah. Tejo finds one, though. Interesting. 3-on-2 now. Make it a 1v3. So much harder of a position now for Crippy Crispy. Spike is being diffused, and defenders will put up their 4th round in this one, Brooklyn. And I fear we're starting to see a little bit of the same as we saw last week. This squad, this Jamestown Valorant team, is just built a bit different on this bind map. They play at an unreal level. Like, this is crazy what we're watching right now. Reverie and Dumpling both 9 and 3. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, they're trading... Like, it seems every round they're trading back and forth between who's going to get the most kills between Dumpling and Reverie. But, you know, they're playing very great. Looks like they're going to try and go for the Yoru flash play. For now.
An opener found by Reverie. She's been doing such a good job at finding these openings for her squad.
Yeah, I mean, Dumpling and Reverie on the same site together has just proven to be a killer combo together.
The lineup! Brooklyn, they line up! And Dumpling gets 2! Oh my goodness, you just said it though. The Dumpling and Reverie site has been on lockdown. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. And now the attackers forced to rotate over to the A side of the map where they have 3 players strong still on the defensive side of things. So, very interesting and difficult spot here from the attackers. Omen takes the teleporter, opting to go back towards Bravo, but Dumpling and Reverie haven't moved a muscle. They are waiting for it, and that's a freebie. Reverie shuts it down.
Site.
Yeah, kiss this round goodbye.
Let's Berserk in a tough position. Dumpling with 3.
They've been different on this B site here, Brooklyn. I mean, what are you liking about it? I mean, it feels like to me that they continue to switch up how they're playing the site and spots that they're playing. So the attackers never really know when approaching this B site what the setup actually is. Granted, it's been the same players the whole time, but they just keep switching it up, so it always feels fresh.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the best play for them to take because it just keeps them, like, they can't ever get a solid read on what what Jamestown is going to be doing with each play, so they're kind of just having to guess.
Rockets coming through. Attackers this time on a split here.
Staring
2
at
players
the
short,
teleport.
2 shower, and then 1 player lurking towards hookah. So giving themselves some more options than they maybe have in the past here.
Yeah,
Cam
I mean,
kills.
that play by Reverie was smart, hitting TP and then going back.
Oh, and Dumpling with the wall bang. And the defense are just shutting this down before it even has a chance to get going. King's now at a 1v5 in this round. I mean, you can kiss it goodbye. 50 seconds left on the clock. It would take something special for Kings to find this round. We'll find the first. Spots that Yoru clone. Thinking about somebody being close. Doesn't quite realize it was the clone yet. Gonna peek short. Picks up that spike. Starting to run away, but only 20 seconds left in the round. This one's feeling impossible. You said it. Reyna's here. Finds another headshot. 5 points of health now. But, I mean, it's too little too late. There's no way.
Yeah, I mean, still getting those 2 guns down could be good for them.
Uh-oh. The charge into the triple. Dumpling will find it. Nice util coming out from her. 6-1 now. And this Jamestown Valorant team is not to be trifled with on Bind whatsoever. I mean, we are witnessing a masterclass in back-to-back weeks now from this squad.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Ascent's like the main map that everybody knows and loves, but Bind's definitely close with a number 2 spot there. Everybody knows Bind, loves it. Just a very good map to play on. And it looks like Jamestown has completely mastered their defense on Bind.
And this is no Sentinel. Like, insane that they're dominating like this. No Sentinel. Nice stun long. That's the freest kill Reverie's had all game. Beautiful setup from Dumpling. Those two are dialed.
Yeah, they are a nasty combo together. It's quite insane watching them play and hold down that B site together.
The other crazy thing is, too, is like Reverie was on the Cypher last week. So it's just a completely different style and way of playing from back-to-back weeks, given that as well, right? Like, Cypher, you're playing your life. You're playing alive. You're sitting back. You're playing off your utility. Yoru, you're bringing the fight to the enemy, you know? She's been looking aggressive, looking for these fights, taking these opening duels. So it's just awesome to see the ability to kind of play in 2 different styles completely.
Dumpling finding 2.
Big time hold. The huge. Yoru still here to support. Only 2 attackers left in this round here, Brooklyn. Super Hippo tucks away from the drone. It's blinded up for the time being.
They have so much info on them.
Yeah, so much util. They just know exactly where these attackers are at. Denying and delaying so much. 20 seconds now left in the round. Super Hippo trying to push on through. Nice headshot onto Yoru. Will go down. Dumpling 3 and 4, and it's 7-1.
I mean, whatever Reverie's not able to get, Dumpling's getting, so I don't know. Will anybody be able to break through on B?
Go to A. Go to A. Stop going to B, please. I know that's only 2 of them. Just cut your losses while you're ahead at this point, right? Like 18-3 with a 12-4 Yoru. And it feels like they're both just absolutely frying. They're getting multiple kills before they go down every single time. There has not been a time where they've just been picked off early, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see, but the attacker's quite stubborn in their approach towards this B side of the map, really wanting to find the weakness here, if any. It's Raze this time, taking the hookah position early on. Dumpling jumping up, could get timing. She does. Finally, attackers find that opener that they've been looking for so desperately. It's only Reverie left, getting scanned up by the neural theft. Other defenders forced to rotate on in. Spike plant goes down, and attackers now finally in a favorable position over on this B side of the map, Brooklyn.
I think we might have jinxed it just a little bit with that.
They were due to lose. They were due to
3.
lose. As much as, like, that's messed up to say. You can't just, like, hold them off forever like that, especially with no Sentinel, right? Like, they are just kind of taking fights, and they were just winning their fights. But you can only kind of do that for so long.
West Fargo with their 2nd round.
Not bad. Not bad from the attackers. What do you want to see this round? You got a few ultimates to play off of. If you were in the game right now, what would you call if you're on the attacking side?
Just go A. I mean, it's nice to win a round on B and gain a little bit more confidence against the team, but it's... I don't know. I'd cut my losses at this point and just try hard pushing A, 5 stacking it. Seeing if that works.
Okay.
Just because, you know, they obviously know by now that there's going to be 3 on A site, so you're going to have a man advantage no matter what. So, I don't know. That's the
Early
play
peek
I
out
would make.
hookah. Saw nothing. TP'd back to CT. Defenders have the 3 strong, like talked about. Ooh, Berserk and Joy are not really getting the best out of the satchels. It's tagged low from the molly. In safe mode, we'll find a free first blood off the back of that. Jumping through the molly is Cam Kills, and I don't know if I agree with that thought process.
Yeah.
But you know what? You live and you learn.
That's definitely a new one. I've never seen somebody just tank the molly like that.
It's a Counter-Strike thing, but I mean, the Brimstone molly, just like, it does so much to your HP bar. Like, maybe if you jump around the short side and you only take like 1 instance or 1 tick of damage, but the second you're in there for even more than like a second, right? Like, half of your HP is gone at least. 8-2 now. This defending squad of Jamestown Valorant has been on an absolute heater. We will finally see the attacking side opt for a timeout here, Brooklyn. But I mean, man, it has been all defenders in this first half of this game, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, Jamestown has been putting up an amazing fight. Clearly, as we can see, they're an insane team, and I think it's pretty clear to say that they trust each other so much on that team that they believe in each other, and you kind of can see that through their gameplay. It'll definitely be interesting to see how West Fargo will be able to fight back on their half for defense. So
yeah, I mean, historically, bind a defense-sided map, right? If you had to pick one, you'd rather be on the defensive side of things. But at this point, I mean, we need to see a little bit more pushback from the side of West Fargo United. Maybe a 4-8 half at the least, right? Maybe 3-9, like we can get away with that. But we need at least 1 or 2 more rounds here before this half is all settled. We'll see. We have 4 ultimates on the defending side of things. We have Showstopper and Rolling Thunder on the side of the attackers. So West Fargo with a few key pieces of utility at their disposal.
yeah, and I mean, a lot of or at least Breach's ultimate is probably going to be saved for when if they're able to get the plant or the spike planted down. Maybe not.
Going in with the Breach, Rolling Thunder. Safe mode finds the first of the round. Super Hippo doubles down, takes down Dumpling and Safe mode. And now attackers in a favorable position. Tyler the Creator will take down 1. Asura adds to that tally now.
That's 2 of them.
3 on 2.
That was the position.
3 on 1 now. Berserk and Joy are left with it all to do here. Showstopper won't find anything.
They know exactly where Berserk is now because of that all.
Yeah,
able to take
that's
one
tough.
down with them, though.
That is tough. Hard position to be in for Berserk Enjoyer. It was a 4-on-3, quickly reversed into a 3-on-2, into a 3-on-1. And I mean, the second that Showstopper didn't connect, you kind of knew the defenders were coming out with that round. 9-2 now, Brooklyn. If the attackers were going to do anything to kind of get one more round on the board, I mean, what are we expecting? What are we looking for at this point? You just use both of your big ultimates in the Showstopper and the Rolling Thunder as well. So just feels very difficult right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a pretty tight position. It looks like they're trying to go back to B. Make something happen. It looks like they're moving Dumpling over to A for this round.
All right, Crab coming out, trying to clear that way forward. Reverie goes out spots, will get scanned and suppressed. Clone shot up.
Like West Fargo's gonna start making their way.
Satcheling in. Push coming through.
Lights going down.
Holding those bombs. Doesn't quite use them. Ultimate comes through now. Defenders looking for a fast
lot
flood.
of ults.
Oh my goodness. Attackers dropping like crazy. Just the Omen left. It's
Dumpling
looking
with
like
2.
a double-digit half. And that's exactly what we get. Jamestown hand us a 10-2 half on the defensive side of things. And what an epic start coming out from this squad.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely very good for Jamestown here. Dumpling with 20 kills right now, 20 and 6, and Reverie with 15 and 5. I mean, they were absolute beasts on B, holding that site down. So, should be fun to see what they're going to be able to do on attack.
At 26 and 3 on the breach, that's an insane stat line.
Yeah, I mean, that's
That's
at
crazy
least
work.
that, like, that's crazy. I'm speechless. Like,
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Breach jumping 20s nuts. We'll have to
yeah,
see what the
Cypher set up
attackers
here.
have in store for us. Yeah, you're right. Cypher set up here on Bravo. Crispy here to help out the Cypher.
It looks
Defenders
like they're
rotating over
gonna
early.
start sending people over.
Ooh, Tyler
They get hit
Crater
by the
jumping into it.
trips,
They take care of it. Go 1 for 1 on the opener.
and they
Why is
have
Omen rotating?
sight.
Just waiting for the team.
They pulled off sight pretty fast there. They might be regrouping.
4v4.
Looks like Breeze on the flank.
You're absolutely right. We'll have to see if Brimstone gets the better of this one.
Hopefully.
Berserk Enjoyer
Yep.
goes down. Now it's a 4-on-3. All 3 players retaking from CT. Super Hippo finds the first. Looking for more. Crispy adds to it. 2-on-2 now. Low HP here for the Tejo. No smoke for the tap. Only the Omen left. And finally, we'll get peeked and taken down by safe mode. 11-2 now as Jamestown Valorant 2 rounds away from closing out back-to-back weeks of insane form and play on Bind.
Yeah, they've been playing extremely well. Like, their executes onto sight that we saw last round and how they're able to hold down on defense even without a sentinel was pretty insane. I mean, no sentinel is just shocking.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well. Okay, Berserk Enjoyer getting tucked close in the corner. Flash comes through. Can't see an absolute thing. And a nice opener coming out from Reverie. She's been on fire this game.
Just
Continuing
rush
to add
onto
to
sight.
it.
Gonna get that spike planted.
Super Hippo looking to fight. Goes for the drone. Defenders trying to fight their way back into the site. Tyler gets stunned up. The swing shuts it down. Crispy gets traded out.
The
Oh, and
trade.
it's only 1 left. 4-on-1. This round's done. 12 on the board. And it's the side of Jamestown 1 round away from closing out this show in an even more impressive fashion than it would have been last week if they close out now.
Yeah, I mean, they just know how to play together as a team. And it's very clear of that because they just, when they rush, they all rush together and they're peeking together, they're swinging things together, they're getting each other's trades. It's extremely good for the side of Jamestown to see that for them. Looks like they're going for the B push again. Sending spike to A.
Huh.
Play.
Tejo already pushed down short. They're going to hear Dumpling. She is walking now, so should be okay. But walks into Berserk Enjoyer. Spike is down now.
Spike down.
Reverie just TP'd over here. Tejo's behind them. Knows that Spike's down, though, so he's starting to run on back. Yori just didn't upgrade to the Vandal.
I think he grabbed it just now.
Okay, you're right. I was worried that we weren't going to swap from that Spectre, but we did. That's good.
Yeah, that would have been rough. I mean, free gun.
Yeah,
Why
you have
not?
to. You have to.
Cam kills with an Ares.
That's interesting. Oh, nice shot from Super Hippo. Finds one back for the defenders.
Immediately running away.
3v5. Tough spot now for our attacking squad here, Brooklyn.
Only 30 seconds left.
All right, we are caged. We are tripped. We are out of time. Gonna opt to save.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, they have guns. Why not save them? It's best for them right now. I think their teammates are going to be able to buy. I'm not 100% sure.
12-3. Still a very favorable position here for the side of Jamestown. Don't have the best weaponry, but I mean, they could afford a decent buy if they choose to. Like most players will be on a save though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not the greatest. I mean, it could be obviously better for them if they all had Vandals and Phantoms, but
Right.
having those two guns could make a complete difference in the entire game. And that Marshall.
Ooh, Marshall almost connecting with the Rays. Not liking what they saw, falling on back. A little bit of a split approach here from the attackers. Jamestown trying to play with the defenders' heads a little bit before this is all said and done. TP from Yoru towards the U-Haul position.
Crispy gonna get
Rockets in a back
spotted.
sight. Yoru took that teleport into U-Haul. Now up close. King's thinking about flashing. Doesn't go for it. Spike tapped. Stun comes out. Reverie goes down by Berserk Enjoyer. Nice opener with that Spectre in hand.
Looks like they're just
TP
Jamestown's
from the attackers.
TPing.
Heading over to Bravo. Paranoia from Crispy.
Ooh.
Gets tagged by that Marshall. So about half HP for him.
Dumpling hit a lot though.
Trying to TP out of sight now. Marshall out for the breach here. The swing out from Cam kills with the
Cam
Ares
kills.
doubles down. Insane work. 10 seconds left. Spike having to go down, but it's not in hand. This is another round that's going to be going in favor of the defenders here. Well played coming out from West Fargo United.
Berserk finding 3.
4 total on the round. So that's big from the Rays. That means we got to be close to Showstopper. Only 2 off now? That's
Yeah,
not bad.
I mean, Showstopper can be brutal at this point. It could, you know, completely change the outcome of a round. But Jamestown on a bit of a better buy here. Almost all of them have Vandals, except for their Brimstone. They're opting to push on the B.
Okay, Cypher camera taken care of early. Rockets coming out from the Tejo. Cypher noted on this site. Rolling Thunder coming out from the attackers, wanting to commit to this play here, Brooklyn. Push coming out. Dimensional Drift comes through for Yoru. Super Hippo will find one onto the attacking smokes. So no more
Cam
smokes
kills
left
with
in
the
the round.
Odin.
Reverie will take out Cam. 4
Nice
on 4 now.
headshot.
Low HP for the Tejo. Supa will team shot Reverie down with the Omen. Now it's a 3 on 4. Defenders back in a man advantage situation now. Berserk Enjoyer will find another with the paint shells.
Hit.
Flank coming through. Super Hippo will strike onto the Reyna. No HP left onto Dumpling. She'll fall. And it's another round on the board for West Fargo.
Yeah, I mean, West Fargo's really heating up now, and it's clear that they're trying to fight as best as they can to win these rounds, and hopefully win this game. Looks like gonna leave Spike and Spawn.
I think they're grabbing it now. It's not a point where you need to be worried about things yet, but we're starting to get to the point where we would start to get a little bit worried, right? Because we're at the point now where every other round that we lose, we're kind of on a financial reset or an eco round, you know?
Yeah, and those
Don't
are
have as much
rough.
funds. Yeah, it really is rough. That's how those leads start to vanish like that, you know?
Because I mean, like a Sheriff against an Odin or something like that, you're not gonna win that.
Definitely should not win that. Yep.
Yeah.
If played right. And we'll see. Defending squad coming to life, though.
Good sight here.
Pain shells into showers. Tejo ultimate coming out as well to clear that out from the defenders.
Really pushing them back right now. Delaying point.
Ooh, Cypher into back sight. Getting tagged down by Dumpling.
Are they gonna be ready for Berserk to be in that corner, though?
I feel like no. But we'll have to see. A few players lined up in the showers position here, looking to attack. Reyna blind comes out. They clear it anyway. And Berserk goes down. Asura adds 1 to Kings. Now we have a 4-on-2 here. Attackers, man advantage. Chance to close this map out right here and now, Brooklyn.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, Super Hippo, big find to open it up. Spots the Yoru, doubles down. 2v2 now. Low HP for the breach. Tough situation. The tap comes through. Flash coming out. Molotov onto the bomb. Nobody on it right now. Omen tagged to 1 HP, about 20 points of health. Rockets coming out. The stun good. And Tejo shuts it down. A 4K in the round. Come on, Brooklyn. That's insane coming out from Tejo.
I mean, coming back and winning a 2v4 is insane. Super Hippo finding all of those kills is even more insane.
Yeah, we're witnessing some crazy things going down here on the server. West Fargo United now halfway back to this round lead that has been built up over the course of this game by Jamestown. 12-6 we go.
Jamestown on a bye now, though.
Yep. Jamestown having some weapons to back up what they're looking to do this round. Crab will spot safe mode at the long position.
They are also close to that Brim ult.
Jumping on in. Early ultimate comes through. They just take the head off the smokes entirely. Omen out of the round. Showstopper coming out for Berserk Enjoyer. Looking for some damage. Will find one. Gets traded out before they can do anything else. Cam kills.
Killing Dumpling.
3-on-3 now. And it's planted over on the A side of the map. The mind game's continuing to play through here. Supa adds one back. Flash good from Yoru. Can't win out in the fight, and now the attackers are in trouble. Cam's sticking the defuse, and he's going to find it. And the last kill as well. What a chaotic round, back and forth. Opportunities on both sides, but now it's 12-7 Brooklyn. And now this is where West Fargo is starting to get exactly what they want. They're starting to get Jamestown a little bit unraveled.
Yeah,
a little bit less easy about how they're playing, right?
Yeah, 100%. This is probably when I'd start getting just a little bit nervous about how the game might end up going. Because they're starting to get up there in rounds. 7 might not seem like a ton, but it is in the long run, you know?
For sure. Considering what this game was, right? 12-2?
Yeah.
Come on. 5 rounds in a row is no joke. Super Hippo has been on an absolute tear. Finally, safe mode will dispatch of them for this round. 3v4 now. Attackers down a man. Getting that spike planted. It's been Jamestown now. On match point for quite some time. Crispy adds one back. Safe mode will also add to that tally. 2-on-3 now. Safe mode tripling down. On for the ace potentially. Would need to do it all. And Dumpling will help out. And it is Jamestown finally closing out our first game of the day, 13-7 fashion. It got interesting at the end there, Brooklyn, but overall, it is Jamestown closing out for our first game of the day and opening things out nicely. And I thought they played a pretty solid job, right? Didn't finish as dominantly as they started, but they definitely had a good showing.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. And like, Dumpling with the 25 and 12 KD is insane. I mean, they were killing it on
For
defense
sure.
there. So, yeah.
I mean, the scoreboard looks really good in favor of Jamestown as well, right? 4 out of 5 players being in the top 6 or
Yeah.
top 5, so really can't really knock them too much for their performance. They came out of the gates flying, got off to a really good start and lead, and then kind of closed out in due time. So overall, really good stuff from Jamestown. This team is now 5-2 after this win today on week 7, and I mean, this is a team that you got to look out for the rest of the season here, Brooklyn.
Yeah, I mean, we're getting close to state. One more week until go into our tiebreakers, and then end of March we got state coming up. So
You are right. We have one more game on the schedule, folks. It is going to be a 4 versus 4, so both teams will be shorthanded, but nonetheless still going to duke it out and try to compete and give us a show. Both squads coming in with 2-4 records. We have the Harvey Hornets JV squad, or the second team, coming up, and we also have Williston Varsity Coyotes. So when we come back, a little bit more Valorant action from North Dakota Fenworks League. And other than that, get some snacks, enjoy the ride, and we'll be back with another game of Valorant in just a little bit. So stay tuned.
Life isn't one size fits all, and college shouldn't be either. The University of North Dakota is consistently ranked a best value in the Midwest. That means whatever you decide to study, you know it'll be worth it. A better job, less debt, and ready for whatever comes next. Because there's one thing we all have in common. We lead our own way.
Nice side B. Okay. Wait, yeah, just carry him. Put him on the pain train. Smash HP. He just yoinks that game.
Not quite able to get anything done with that. Drive right, possibly going for double tap off the backboard! And able to get a score off the top.
Both are very low. I think they're both 1 HP. Doesn't know where they're...
Oh! Snap! TMR for the clutch!
Charging into your future as a Lancer is about meaningful relationships, learning at the crossroads of history and innovation, championing one another's success, and empowering every student to achieve their dreams. We are a community that knows one another by name, offers the quality education needed to get the most out of life, and the friendships that support us throughout the journey. We hold tight to a legacy of pioneering, knowing that by honoring our values, we can charge into our futures together and become the purpose-minded people that change the world. Becoming a Lancer is about more than academics. It's about discovering your passion and feeling at home.
As Roseville will find their golden moment. 9 moments of the round. Roar dashes into his own demise, and Apple Valley are going to do it. They're going to be the first team to win 4 state titles.
Very close here. Very nice spot dodge going through that. And we fair. Straight in, the wide but flow able to get the rebound, and Egan has a 2-goal lead right. Ben is open and it is gone. They're still on some health. We'll go in and there you go. The Pillagers will be your MNBL 2023 Fall State champions.
Where are you going? Or maybe a better question is, how far do you want to go? And how fast do you want to get there? Now we're getting somewhere. So let's go. Let's go faster. Let's go further. Let's go beyond.